Hi, Acasia Dolphin here, certified health coach and your health developer. I just wanted to put out this video. This is not health episode number 8. That is coming up a little bit later. It's probably not going to be until this evening because I'm going to the gym. But before I did that, I just wanted to stop in and say thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing, and just tuning into your health, because that's what this is about. This is about, cord was a little tangled there. This is about you opening up a conversation and getting curious. That's what this whole thing is about. I'm hoping to give back. I've put a lot into building this practice, learning the information, applying it, seeing how coaching works, and how it's more about the action you can support somebody through, encourage, inspire, hold accountable, and show a few things that may have worked for other people, for myself, just other things that I've heard and experienced and studied, and constantly reading books. I have like habit books on undoing different diseases and syndromes like heart disease, diabetes, and obesity, the 3 main killers worldwide here. I just wanted to give you guys a little update. I have 21 subscribers as of today, and I'm very excited since I only started this, 9 days ago? So I just wanted to let you guys know a few things. I wrote a list because I didn't want to forget them. I think I just said these, but I put a lot into my health coaching practice. A lot of development into myself too, because that's one of the things. It's like a coach's code. It's, you can only take your clients as far as you're willing to go. So all these things that I'm speaking about, I've had my own struggles with, and I still do. I'm not perfect. Like I've said before, I still have days where I don't hit my minimum level of water that my body needs to function properly for the activity level and everything else that I do in my day. I've worked with business coaches, I've worked with health coaches, and I've worked with divorce coaches. Myself, like I went and found myself a coach, and it has made all the difference in the world. I don't feel like, when you have like a best friend or a cousin or aunt or something, or some friend that you go to about stuff. Sometimes you won't go to them about stuff if something's going on in their life, because you feel like you're just adding to them. But when you go to somebody who has built up a practice, built up a way for their own stable, they fill their own cup so that they can readily pour onto others and help others out in that mentor-mentee scenario. Sorry, my nose itches. So it's super important, I think, to find somebody who is a step above you in certain areas that you're asking or needing support in. And let's be real, it's time to start asking for help. That's been a major personal message for myself lately, is to open up my mouth, share what I'm doing with people that I trust and that are my friends, that are encouraging, because I do have friends that I trust. We all have those type of friends where they're not the most positive, and if you're surrounded by that, then that's a signal that you should maybe raise to a higher vibration and maybe seek out friends that are more encouraging, more positive. You don't need to cut off old friends, like I've said before. You just got to give them a chance to adjust to you or the new you or whatever they are going through in their life. Maybe it's just a phase for them. I'm studying and I'm recording these videos and I'm relaying this information to you guys to share health with you. That's my main objective here. And also I continue to educate myself and stay up to date with current health news and research and new studies and just whatever I can get my hands on. All of this to say, use me. Email me for a free health blueprint. In this session, in this 90-minute session, we can develop the first 2 to 3 steps in your health journey for free. So this is not something I'm going to continue to give away for free, but for now, I just wanted to give everybody this time to, until episode number 31, these are going to be free. 1 through 30 until that date drops. And then I also wanted to share the reason, whenever you guys can get back to these shows, make a regular time to view it. Sometimes it's just a message of gratitude like this one. I'm just, everything is a teaching moment, right? But I'm really, really, really thankful. The biggest thing that I can say is that tuning into these videos is not going to be the thing that changes your health. Actually listening, absorbing, digesting the information, assimilating it. Assimilating is actually putting it into action, implementing these things into your life, trying them out, see how you feel, get curious about these things. As I bring up these next 8 ways to balance your blood sugar over the next 8 days, see if you can implement these things in small ways throughout your day. I just want you to notice how you're feeling. Just see if you notice a difference, really. So right now, I'm really just trying to give away as much free information, inspiration, accountability. I know, I don't really know what you're doing behind this screen at this moment in time. I don't know how you're feeling, but you know. And that is the main thing that I want to get across here, is that you've got to tap in. Your body has its own innate wisdom. So by experimenting and tapping in and feeling what you're feeling when you're eating and drinking or not eating and drinking, then those are going to be the kind of like the bubbles of curiosity that you need to dive into when it comes to health. So I wanted to share a card. I got these affirmation cards. They're habit change. It's a habit change affirmation deck by Health Coach Institute. And I went to a HCI Live event, which is like a health coaching event where all health coaches get together. It was, I guess it was 2 Novembers ago now. Yeah, because the other ones were just online now. Anyways, because of COVID. So the affirmation for today is, my habits determine my quality of life. I'll put this up here so that you guys can see it. It's kind of written funny. Can you see that? My habits determine my quality of life. And just food for thought. Are there any habits in your life that aren't serving you? What are they, and what can you replace them with? Simple little question. Just a little thought invoker. So, how would you like to come out of quarantine a badass? That's what I'm offering you. You hopefully it's over sooner than later, but you still have time. We're all in our house. We can all do something. We can all get together and pump each other up. I want to build a community with this channel where we're encouraging each other and just sharing our journey, because that's the biggest thing. I struggle with so many things myself, health-wise, and it all has to do with, I'm realizing, like, habits from growing up and just not starting habits and not being consistent. And now it's completely, I over years and years and years, and really focusing on it and trying to really get down to the bottom of, like, what can I actually do for myself to improve myself in these areas. And it's just take one little step at a time. So like I mentioned, about 6 years ago, I took diabetes for a test drive. I had gestational diabetes. It went away after, and I'm fine now. But in my follow-up appointments, my doctors told me it's not a matter of if I become a diabetic, it's when I become a diabetic. And I started looking at that, and I started realizing what I was going through. And I was like, there's got to be a way to do more about this. I had to dive in, and I've really worked on things. I did a lot of research. I found out it cost freaking $9,000 to $12,000 per year to be a diabetic, just to pay for insulin or test strips or any of the doctor's appointments, all of that stuff. And if there's any complications, it just goes up. You know, and I was like, that's like a whole year's worth of, like, rent or mortgage for a lot of people. It's expensive to be a diabetic. So I found out that if you go vegan or vegetarian predominantly, like full on in your diet, that you lower your risk of getting diabetes by 78%. So that was a huge thing. And it wouldn't have meant so much if I hadn't been able to take diabetes for a test drive. I didn't understand how inconvenienced and, like, it just takes over your whole life. You know, everything was about food, and it was just, I kind of like obsessed over it in the beginning. It was really difficult. And when I got the support from doctors, and then finding more and more information and finding health coaches and all this other stuff, I just got welcomed to this whole world of, like, more people need to know this. How do we get this message across to where it's like a wake-up call so that we can prevent as a health coach instead of trying to reverse or go to the doctor and treat? If we don't get to that really super unhealthy space, you know, if we can work to prevent it, it's really hard to think about, but I'm telling you guys, you don't want to be a diabetic. Once you have heart disease, I mean, you don't, the heart muscles don't repair. Like, that is it. And you can do something about that now. You can ward that off by having healthy habits. And it like it programs you, like, put your health on autopilot. You only have to do it like 80% of the time. 80% of your life, like the whole 20-80 rule. So anyways, enough about that. I got to get to the gym, and I will be posting the water episode later this evening. All right, guys. Thank you so much for supporting me, and thank you for gobbling up for this information. Thank you for being there on the receiving end. I'm sharing my love by trying to help share information, all that I know, and inspiration to get you guys moving. And the likes, the comments, the shares, the subscriptions, all that is the gratitude. That lets me know that you guys still want to hear more of this. You're still interested, and yeah, you want to get healthy. You want to develop your health to upgrade your life. Okay, I gotta go. I'm rambling. Okay, bye.